Hello and welcome back to another video with me, Arno Schmidt. I just came back from a Battle Spirits Saga event in Den Haag where I made top 16. Very good friend of mine, Leo Cadu, made top 2. We had a great time there. That's why you saw a little bit less content in the recent days. I just dived into a new card game. Also did like a London launch event. Anyways, it was good fun, and I qualified for that Pro Tour, yeah. So Battle Spirit Saga. I'm not sponsored at all, but it's a cool game. I enjoy it here and there. But now we're going back to Magic. Just a little live update right there. So Magic Showcase Challenge Standard has just happened on Magic Online. A huge standard tournament taken down by Marcio Carvalho. You know, one of the greats of the game. And he played blue-black midrange, just Dimir midrange, a tuned list, and yeah, beat everybody else in competition. I'm gonna put the link down below. I mean, there were like, I think 3 copies of Esper Control, 1 Esper midrange deck, 2 green-white enchantments, and 1 soldiers and 1 Dimir. So green-white enchantments doing pretty well, which is interesting, but I guess. Yeah, enchantments are just very good against like these, at least against the blue-black deck. So yeah, but what do I have in front of me right now is it's Esper Midrange. I mean, we all know Esper Midrange. It hasn't really been a deck since Skrelv entered the format, I guess. With Skrelv, Talia, and all that, you just went Esper Legends, aggressive, and that was just the way to go. And it might still be the way to go, but I don't know. Just Esper Legends has disappeared from the landscape. I honestly don't even know why. I guess I can. The cut down is probably a big reason. The amount of cut down is very high, and that's a very good card against Esper Legends. And then go for the throat for the rest of their creatures and so on. So just black removal being played very much is not great news for Esper Legends. Liliana can be quite good against Esper Legends too. So I'm just making assumptions. I don't know. The Esper Control matchup, I've actually never played with Esper Control against Esper Legends. But perhaps the combination of cheap removal and then Sunfall later on is just tough to overcome for Esper Legends. In any case, I wanted to try this Esper midrange deck because I wanted to have a way to beat the Mirror, but still play all the good cards that Dimir has access to. And by the Mirror, I mean Dimir. Basically sort of win the midrange fights by adding white. So the actually there's quite a lot of cards that Dimir doesn't have access to. So we here still all the good stuff that we have in Dimir, Sheoldred, Kaito, Mastermind, Make Disappear, Go for the Throat, Cut Down, Tenacious Underdog, great cards. That's the high quality stuff we have in those colors. And then we add Vetting Announcement to the mix, which is just a very, very nice grindy piece. Invoke Despair is gone. If you draw 2 of those and resolve them, it's a huge advantage over the course of a longer game in a mid-range fight. Every creature is just bigger, and you have this army. There's no Meat Hook Massacre anymore. It hasn't been there for a long time. So you can't even reset the board easily in game 1. So I think Vetting Announcement is just incredible against Dimir midrange out of a deck that also plays other creatures. So, and there we have Dennick, of course, high quality creature, comes back from the graveyard. Not too bad against Cutdown for that reason. And of course, Raffine Scheming Seer. I mean, there's a little question mark here because the last time we saw Raffine making an appearance in Esper Midrange, big time, was like the World Championship. And at that time, I don't think we saw that many cut downs. Cards saw play, but like the numbers weren't that high. And Go for the Throat wasn't even around. So yeah, Raffine really, really good. But the format is different now, and I'm just, yeah, we'll keep an eye on it and see how it plays out. There's also a little bit of an annoying thing that the connive part of it is bad against opposing fairies, where they get to draw a card when you draw your second card in the turn. So that could be something that could come up. We'll see. And of course, Wandering Emperor in here too. I mean, this is just the card on raid is just phenomenal. There's so many things. Very, very good when behind, which is awesome, but also pretty decent when ahead, right? Just a phenomenal mid-range threat that does it all pretty much. Mana base, pretty standard. We play all the channel lands, of course, and we have 1 Mirrex in here as well. Sneak that in there. The mana, I think, is fine enough. 26 lands, Raffine, Kaito cycle through our mana if we are flooding. Sideboard, cut down, Razorlash Transmogrant. Again, this is like I built this deck from scratch pretty much, just taking all the good ideas. So the sideboard is still in flux. There's nothing set in stone yet, but behind every card there's obviously thought. Razorlash Transmogrant, pretty good against Esper Control, I would think. I will see how the games play out against Dimir, but I mean, you could theoretically bring it in there too. No, never mind. No, scratch that. Scratch that. Opponent needs a lot of non-basic lands. So exactly the mirror match, for example, if the mirror match would come up, or Esper Control, where there's not many basics, then this card is good. Siphon Insight, yeah, more instant speed stuff, always nice. I've always liked Siphon Insight in these mid-range fights. I would play it in any of these decks. Out it on this guy, I just put it in here. It's a big threat that if you resolve it against at least a black deck, that's going to be a huge problem for them. If they kill it, you get like some powerful permanent, right? So just a nice card. Couple Duress, couple more counters, Void Rend, all flexible removal. One Sorin in here. I mean, this could be a Kaito. Was sort of the Reckoner Bankbuster slot, but we don't have that card anymore. But yeah, just having another Planeswalker, and then 2 Farewell, which are just for green-white enchantments, of course, and also these like mono-white splash blue big mid-range piles that, yeah, I mean, mono-white mid-range without Reckoner Bankbuster. We all know that deck from the previous format. All right, that is Esper Midrange. Is this the truth? Will this beat Dimir while also having game against Esper and all the other decks? Let's find out. All right, let's go. Play first. Yeah, sure. 2-drop would be a pretty good draw, obviously. Endless Lounge, I cannot believe it. Haven't seen that card in a while. Now, honestly, I don't miss the days where I've seen it every day. Alright, but perhaps it's just a blue-red duel and like an Izzet type deck. Looks like it. How excited are you guys about Wilds of Eldraine? I mean, we are getting 5 new lands, manlands, which those are certainly going to make an impact, I would think. I'm looking forward to that. What I'm a little skeptical of is the fact, not skeptical of, but I guess less excited than I used to be. A fall set always meant the rotation, and now we don't have a rotation, which is making me a little like, I wish we had something to, you know, look forward to in that sense. Now it's just like, oh yeah, we get some extra cards, but you know, most of the good cards are still around and will still dominate the format. And it will just be like, oh, another set hit. I really like the excitement of rotation. We're just tuning and changing things and renewing everything, right? Like it's a whole different world all of a sudden. But hey, we're gonna do without that. All right, a blue-red deck is gonna struggle against high toughness creatures. Opponent just conceding here. That was a simple game. All right, I would assume my opponent is playing Iconoclast, Ledger Shredder. Maybe are they playing this card? Okay. Yeah. I don't really have any graveyard interaction. So we're on the draw. Make this appear, probably not that great here, honestly. Cut down comes in. Rest is something to think about. Void Rend, perhaps. I just want to not die, is sort of what I'm thinking. Do maybe. Speaking about cards that are not so great. Now we have Duress, make this appear. As options. Ow. Yeah. Now is probably tough to beat when it hits the battlefield, but it is also expensive. Siphon could be good. I mean, this seems to be a more play to the battlefield type of deck instead of a I keep my mana open, counter your stuff. I don't know, I'll just put the Void Rend in, put one Kaito in, play make disappear, play one Duress. Just a little bit of everything. Yeah. I would certainly not be shy to board out make disappear with these decks. Like, by these decks I mean Dimir, Esper Midrange. It's a good card to have, right? Or it's very important in certain matchups to counter the big spells that you cannot let resolve. But it is not a necessary card to have by any means, especially against... Okay, I shouldn't talk too much. I thought I could play Dennick there. Interesting. Okay, so... Okay. I'll let him have it for now. And though... funny. The card is originally from... Drain, right? Throne of Eldraine. And now it is still around when the new edition of Eldraine hits. Okay, opponent just chilling. I guess I'll just kill the Shredder. Alright. Yeah, I mean, Raffine against some decks that just can't kill this card, it's just incredible, right? Like, I guess I have to be a little bit careful about the Mastermind. They're probably going to draw. They have it. It's going to be good against Raffine. Well, yeah. They have to spend their turn 4 to get rid of my turn 3 play. I'm down with that. I could play Kaito, or I could keep up Make Disappear. I suppose I keep up Make Disappear here because it also lines up well with the Dennick. But I wouldn't be surprised if I counter something here. Maybe I should have played Negate over to Make Disappear. I don't really know what expensive spells they play, but I'll just hit them. I think my opponent's just hard flooding, honestly. They put a stop in my main phase. Maybe they have a counter spell. Yeah, they probably have a counter spell. Now they need a negate. Need a hard counter. Not just Make Disappear or Spell Pierce. Well, they don't have it. Draw cards. Easy. Go into Mastermind. A Faerie Rogue. Wilds of Eldraine has a pretty big Faerie theme. So on there we have 2 fairies that are playable. I mean Faerie Vandals. Maybe calling it playable is a bit much. Okay, sure. Okay, now they have Make Disappear, right? Yeah, I think that's fine. Use your removal. This has double strike. I could kill it. Then it comes back from the grave. Can't really do much about it. I think I'll just attack first, draw a card of Kaito and see then. If they want to do this, I'll just take the trade. I could just return Dennick if I want this turn. Well, I'll play that card. Seems good. Yeah, I mean, the sheer card quality is just through the roof. And the sacrifices your card quality is even crazier than the one. That's a pretty good turn. Than the one in the Dimir deck, right? The Dimir deck, really good, really strong, consistent, And this deck sacrifices consistency for just power. I guess we draw a card. Ah, another one. Yeah, could go to Emperor. But thinking about that, they probably will just return the engine. And if they draw 3 cards with that effect, then they have to do 6. It makes me think I want to go Sheoldred instead of Emperor. Over at me. I'm at 21. So they clearly have some sort of spot removal. Trying to make me block for the Sheoldred. But if you really want to do that, you should probably attack the Kaito to make... Oh my god. Wow. I guess I see the reason why... Yeah, that was brutal. That was brutal. they had to kill their entire board to do that. Okay, yeah, I mean, opponent is on some kind of brew that is just not up to the power of Esper cards here. Double strikers are dangerous. There's a card in a new set that gives like a monster roll token and 2/0, which is like translates to 3/1 in trample. If you put that on a double striker, that is a lot of damage. And talking about pumping double strikers, there's a very similar effect to that here. In theory, I like this deck a lot. It just, the card quality is so through the roof. I mean, what made Esper always worse than Grixis was just the fact that the engine of Fable, Bloodtithe Harvester, and Corpse Appraiser was better than what you could do. And Grixis was just ahead in that matchup. But now with like those cards gone, what is stopping Esper Midrange from making a comeback, right? This hand is slightly annoying, but I'm gonna try it and hope to just draw an untapped land. Yes, we did. Alright, maybe playing against Esper Control. That would be a very interesting matchup to see in action. Wow, okay. Could go with the Mastermind, technically, but I think with Dennick. Better against removal. Okay, it's... I don't know what it is, but... I mean, it's probably the 5-color domain stuff, I guess. The aggressor trying to pump damage. And I mean, if I would think and compare, Dimir is probably a better deck here than Esper midrange would be, but I don't think it should make much of a difference because we both play like Disappear, which is like the important card in this matchup. No Leyline Binding. A lot of lands. I really want to pump my creatures. I'm just gonna go max pump. Gotta be a little careful about something like a Sunfall. If I play this out, I really run into Sunfall. Sunfall would be kind of backbreaking no matter what I do, I guess. But yeah, I'll just play around a little bit. Perhaps I shouldn't have discarded Raffine if I want to be less aggressive. Opponent. What are you up to? Archangel of Wrath card. Atraxa is 1 turn away. Italia is 1 turn away. This deck probably has to play at least one Airtie. Just the fact that Airtie is so nice with Mastermind doesn't really have a downside at that point. This is pretty nice. And yeah. Maybe cut an Emperor for an Airtie. Ready. Interesting, what do I pump? I think the Mastermind because of Eiganjo of Raff. Want that to be on high power and high toughness. Got free. Okay. Take 10. If I play Sheoldred, they're gonna go to 2. I'm gonna pass the turn here. Like, playing Sheoldred, I would just walk into a sweeper, but I guess they don't have a sweeper, do they? But if they have a Traxa here, they're just gonna die. I have to go for the Throat for a track. You have Sunfall, good. Glad I didn't go for the Sheoldred. Warlight. Thinking about Mastermind. Draw 2, or maybe just Takenuma. Return 1 Dennick and then play Sheoldred Dennick in 1 turn. This. What? What are you doing? That doesn't make any sense. That was weird. Okay. We could put him to 1. Try to, and we could activate the incubator and then block. Probably happy about that. Or we could just play Sheoldred, play Tenacious. Run into another Sunfall. It's a bit all they need to go with the Underdog here as my only play. Not a good use of my mana. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go Sheoldred. Underdog. Using the leyline by. You would think you're in Mythic and people don't make mistakes anymore, but, or less, I guess, but I don't know. Okay, so they have life en masse anyways. Rushing them to death wouldn't have worked out there. So if they just have an Atraxa, they die. Stomper is fine as well. Stomper is like... I'm playing Stomper. It kind of tells me that they don't have Atraxa, or they have something impactful plus the Stomper. We have Wandering Emperor? I don't know if they play that card. I don't think they do. At least lists that I saw don't, I believe. So I could get back a Raffine. Play it. Return Dennick. And then... Or we just returned it. And then if I attack with both, they can block here. Jump. Then I have Eiganjo. They're probably gonna try to double block my Sheoldred if they're desperate. No, okay. Okay. Just jump. Yeah. Good game, they say. I think I'll just play Takenuma. I really want to use my mana and crack the clue. It's not too bad. They're both my guys. I go to 7. Okay. Yeah. They are alive. Draw a card. Now they're not. No, wait. Missing 1 mana. I could have Underdog, go for the throat, but I have 3 tap lands. That doesn't work. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna do this. Go for the throat, kill the angel. They can think about chump blocking. Probably do so. Just slow and steady here. Who needs to make disappear anyways, I guess. Okay. That's good. Alright. Good. I could draw a Raffine wedding announcement. I was just thinking if I want to crack. Oh, I could draw that too. But if I, in that case, I would have rather done that. Actually. Do I go Emperor? Not sure. You really want to use your Underdog when you can, but maybe it's best to just go Underdog here. Sorry, go Emperor and then go from there. Build a little bit of a token army. What an interesting game this is. Ooh, okay. Yeah. Came out of nowhere. Can actually kill it if I want to. Gotta use go for the throat and pay forward. Someone's respecting make disappear a lot. Sheoldred, right? Why not? Still haven't seen a make disappear in like half my deck. What a game this was. They got a 1. It still is. I mean, Leyline Binding. Alrighty, nice. Okay, cut down. You can go. What do I like? Disdainful Stroke, Negate, Duress, Void Rend, Burn probably. Razorlash is just a beatdown creature, which in the end might be enough for this matchup. There's a little, I don't know. It's pretty bad against the Curious Briefcase, especially because block with that. They have a ton of basics, so this will take a while to get back. I don't like it too much. What do I not like? I kind of like everything. I think Wandering Emperor is a bit weird. Sheoldred is, it's a very powerful card, but they have a lot of good cards against specifically Sheoldred. Sunfall, Leyline Binding. Speak off. Could go probably low on, go for the throat. And I like the Wedding. I like the Kaito, I like Raffine. Hmm. Got one Sheoldred. Yeah, the Emperor, I mean, it's good against their sweepers. Maybe I shouldn't have. Maybe I should just. Sheoldred obviously wins games, but maybe it's not the right plan here, and it's the one plan that just is susceptible to hate. Like, probably like playing a Sheoldred on turn 4 on the draw, which we are in this situation, will mean they will have Sunfall mana, and that will be a huge blowout. I don't know, maybe we're supposed to not do it. Oh, I take. Yeah. Mana screw. Stone brain. What the heck? What is happening? What are you gonna stone brain? Raffine? Sheoldred? Yeah, I mean, that is not a card you should bring in against Esper Midrange. Maybe the name Make Disappear, I guess. I would be happy about that here. Love it. No, I mean, this makes it somewhat clear that my opponent does not really have a good understanding of this game. Naming Sheoldred there. Yeah. You have Sheoldred is one of the least threatening cards, I think, for the ramp player. I mean, it's very threatening, it's very powerful, but the way your deck is built with Sunfall and Leyline Binding shouldn't be priority to take that card. Oops. Oh, I actually, that was a mistake. Should have dealt them 1 damage. Disdainful Stroke as well. They really hate the Sheoldred, huh? This time I will not forget to attack. Yeah, what's nice about the Esper version compared to Dimir of this archetype is that you actually have the wedding announcement as fodder for the Make Disappear. That card a lot stronger here. Emperor as well gives you some fodder. But yeah, I'm honestly like, I'm just surprised that nobody's playing Esper. Like, it's just like, this seems obvious to me. So I could draw 2, they draw 1. It's probably good. It's probably good exchange. I could also cycle, right? That's what I was thinking about, but okay. Yeah, I can get my Leyline Binding back. I'll just play Kaito. Oh, no.
I could sneak right by, but I'm itching to fight. Thanks. I'll be taking that now.
How many Painlands do I run? 2 caves, 3 caves, and 1 Adarkar. A reasonable amount. You could maybe run 1 more. Certainly is annoying that the mana base sometimes just doesn't align well, where you draw the fast lands later, the slow lands early, and so on. Wait, what? You played without any kicker? Playing around Make Disappear thing? In that case, I will just destroy it. My clock is somewhat slow. That's, I guess, a little bit. Oh. But yeah, I could make a 1-1 with the Kaito. Maybe I should have made a 1-1 last turn. But yeah, I can just out control my. I think I'll counter that. I don't want them to have too much mana, so I can't make disappear stuff anymore. Ding, ding, ding. I guess. Got this, got this, got. And draw a card. Yeah, I mean. What will be most interesting to decide if this deck is actually like good, really good, is if we get paired into Mire and Esper control, and see how those matchups play out. But this deck is very strong in itself, and it's gonna beat up on the main ramp or any tier 2 deck. I think that's somewhat off. This card is just a weird one, honestly. Like, I don't even like it against Esper Control, because Esper Control has Sheoldred's Edict and Void Rend. You can just easily kill this. Not good. I think I sort of get what's going on here. They're just trying to play this and make their deck better against counterspells, but I mean, like, I just ignored this game. I don't care. Some cards, draw some cards. Maybe we should try to make room for Plaza of Heroes. Like one copy or something. I think Mirrex is better as a colorless land, but I mean, Plaza is not even a colorless land. It does help you cast your stuff. Alright, let's go. No, we can't do that. Okay. I have my one-shot black mana. Get rid of Kaito here. Or not. It wants to be around. Oh. Kaito. Counterspell. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't play Vetting Announcement, because at least I'll play next turn. Oh wow, they're gonna give me black mana. Oh, that's hilarious. I love it. Thanks. Thanks, man. Thanks. I'll still play Vetting. Could play Sheoldred, be more mana efficient, but I feel like if I play Sheoldred, I'm probably gonna run into a Sunfall. I don't see myself needing a go for the road anytime soon. Question is, do I play? It also threatens to make here, which is the main reason to play it. Putting some stops. Oh baby. Probably just cut these three, yeah. Now we just have the game under control with double make disappear. Play Kaito as well. How's the control deck winning against this? Yes. Fine. Nice. Honestly, not so certain how good Faerie Mastermind even is. Like you have Dennick, you have Tenacious Underdog, you have Mastermind. Good 2-drops. You can play in these colors. I don't know. Okay. That's fine. This is 11. I pumped twice and it was dead. Routine. Alright, I mean, theoretically, I guess I should just... I made a mistake there. I should have kept both Make Disappear to make this an absolute lock. Damn it. Yeah, I mean, I messed up. They have another March. They could win here. Yeah, they could survive. They don't, but yeah, certainly. And I was thinking about, like, if I counter that and they have another March, and then I deal them damage, and then they untap and go Sunfall, I could, like, really lose. So there's a reason to keep back to Make Disappear for a sweeper and just, you know, let your one creature die. Not totally unreasonable. They still go to, like, 5. You have that Make Disappear in your hand. And then, you know, like, the issue is if they have a second March, they would do it, and then at that point, I mean, are you counting that one? Probably not at that point, right? But then they only take 5, go to 8, so. Alright, I think Sheoldred's just good in these types of matchups. Cut down can go for the road. Rest, Negate, Stroke, Siphon, Void Rend, sure, Void Rend's fine. And Razorlash, no. It is annoying that my anti-control card is only good against the Esper variant of control. Maybe I should reconsider a sideboard slot. Not that it's not good against Esper control, it probably is, but it's just a bit narrow. Like, I could play Skrelv Scythe, Kaito, number 3 and 4, stuff like that. Those are a bit more flexible because they're very good against this deck too, for example. I don't really know what they have in terms of threats. How they're winning the game. Maybe Sanctuary Warden, Hullbreaker Horror, probably Planeswalkers, Eternal Wanderer, and the Teferi maybe. This looks reasonable. Could cut a land. My curve is somewhat low for a 26 card deck. But I have mana sinks. I have the Faerie. I have Mirrex, cycling land. Perfect. Yeah, I feel like these blue-white control decks, you can really outmaneuver them with Mire and Esper. I think I might just not play anything here, honestly. Seems very obvious to me that they have a counterspell. Just want to wait and chill and don't rush. I'm gonna play something next turn because I want them to have to decide if they want to use their... Okay, well, if I would have known they have this card in their hand, which I could have guessed, I would have played one of these. I think it's fine. Bit annoying though. Like, now I really regret not playing one of these. I wanted to pass there so they don't get to use their mana, but now they got to use their mana. That's very annoying for me. Okay, it looks like they don't have a Memory Deluge. Sitting on counter spells, probably. Maybe a sweeper, maybe more removal. Nice. Okay, they have another spell. Do they have Disenchant? Opportunity. Yeah, that card is not that great in these types of lower games. Another Soul Petition. Oh, you have March. Okay. I don't think I want to use my Negate for that. Considering I have like 2 more threats. I always want to tap. Wait a minute. You just tap like this, right? Yeah. Yeah, it seems. Actually, what am I doing? Let the auto tapper do it, right? No, the auto tapper does it wrong. I'll do it like this. No, I'll do it like this. I want to represent the most possible thing. That resolved. So I guess I'll just make a 1/1. Another soul petition. Hateful absent. Yeah, sure. They 2-for-1 themselves with this, It's a losing strat. Maybe they have a Ganjo. I think they have a Ganjo. Certainly could keep this in my hand because Raffine is a card, but oh yeah, I'm okay playing. I mean, I'm playing against subpar decks, I would think. Like, this deck also doesn't seem particularly good. Not at all. I mean, this deck seems... The choice of cards, at least, that are made here in these post-board games really make me think that my opponent's not aware how this will play out. Some of these cards are just all, like... But yeah, that's a problem of blue-white. Blue-white just has that issue where you don't have Edict, you don't have Void Rend, you don't have Gopher Road, you don't have Cut Down, right? You don't have all this excellent removal that is in standard that you could easily splash by playing Esper. I think Blue White is just not even close to it. Esper is just so much better, all things considered. One has Eiganjo, might use it on Dennick. Yeah, Plaza of Heroes is certainly something I could play. And then how to build the sideboard is interesting. Siphon Insight. The time for my negate. I think it actually is. Let's siphon first. I think I want to use make disappear because negate is still a hard counter. And this is like there's so much mana, so make disappear is completely dead outside of countering a farewell, or like I guess a Sanctuary Warden. But I mean I would play Sanctuary Warden probably if I'd be playing blue-white control deck. I don't know if they actually do that cards. Who knows if they have it. I'm not gonna play around with like a by countering. I'd much rather play around the Sunfall by keeping my Negate in hand.
You're just a little girl. Guards, to me.
Got. Alright. Easy. Sure. I'll try this hand. Also playing Wedding Announcement makes, yeah, just Liliana of the Veil look embarrassing. That's a card that sees a lot of play right now. Just play Wedding. Set up and then play Raffine for a big punch. Sparrow's Headquarters makes me think we're playing its mono white. Blue. Which this is an interesting matchup. I think that deck is supposedly good against Dimir. But Esper has different tools than Dimir, like Farewell, right? Sideboard. Be a lot more interesting. Hmm. That's I'm happy tapping out there because they are not in the Sunfall territorium yet. Okay, it might just be Domain again, I guess. There's Invasion here. Another ossification. Sure. I just play another one. That really does walk into Sunfall. Worries me a little bit, but on the other hand, actually 2 more draws at an untapped land here. In which case I have the Sunfall covered. Didn't find it. Hmm. Hmm. Interesting. I'm gonna draw one more card at the end step. I think I just discard the land. Okay. Maybe I shouldn't have discarded my swamp in the first place. Maybe that was a bit. I should have just discarded the Raffine's tower. Or played it instead of the beach. Yeah, I mean that would have been the optimal play, I guess. In hindsight. Alright, swing in. Opponent could take max 6-8, Sheoldred is 10. Discard Dennick. Discard Vetting. Discard Go for the Fruit. Honestly, I just discard Sheoldred. I mean, I don't see a scenario of me losing this game ever. It's like I'm playing chess and my opponents are playing checkers here. I should play my master. Yeah, okay. Cut down, couple go for the fruits. Wandering Emperor. I just get rid of the Sheoldred, honestly. Duress, Negate, Sorin. Sheoldred. Yeah. No, I really, if I think about it, this deck should be ahead against. Just all my instincts tell me that this is ahead against Demi. Like it just has to be. The various white cards, or specifically Vetting and Wandering Emperor, are very good against Dimir. And Raffine, Dennick. Dennick is good. Raffine less good against like Liliana and Cut Down. But Raffine is just a phenomenal magic card, so it's gonna approve lots of matchups across the board with Esper, and that also Dimir doesn't have access to the manas. Worse, obviously, but still pretty good. So just all things considered, Esper beating Dimir just makes Esper so much more attractive to me in Fury. And then we'll have to see how it is against Esper Control. I mean, betting is good against Esper Control, but Dimir also has various tools against them. And Mirrex is a card that Dimir plays that Esper only can play like 1, maybe 2 if you play 27 lands. Yeah, so that's, I don't know. We'll have to see how that is, but I don't think Esper Midrange should be like a lot worse against Esper Control than Dimir Midrange is against Esper Control. Gonna be again like a skill-intensive matchup where if you know what to play around, it's gonna help you immensely. I think I'm gonna go with the Underdog because it's the highest power. Now after that, I can just keep up my counter spells and have the Faerie up. I have laid on arms. Oh. I think they have Leyline Binding. Just slow rolling it, maybe. Opponent didn't want to continue playing and just disconnected on me. Zach, not a cool move at all. Alright, that was a smooth 4-0. Yeah, we hit some tier 2 decks. I mean, yeah, just battling with the sheer power of Esper's best cards in the format. Will just usually result in the results that we had. Yeah, I mean, intuitively, I would say this is just a very, very strong deck right now, and I don't see much reason to not play this over Dimir. And everybody like crying about, oh, Dimir is like the best deck or whatever. It's so dominant. Everybody plays it. Look at all the stand challenges. It's so much Dimir. Come on, guys. Just innovate a little bit, and you'll find things like this that are like right in front of you as well. I just took an old deck, made some adjustments, changed the mana base, and here we have a deck that might just be, could be the best deck in the format. Yeah. So if you want to, beat the ladder and just rank up, I think this is a pretty fine choice. No solid proof yet that this is better than, or better against Dimir, blah, blah, blah. But yeah. I'll probably play it more in the future and perhaps on stream. And yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video and keep crushing it, guys. Peace out.